Welcome to Module 2. In this module, we are going to talk about cold calling, networking, and CRM. Cold calling. It's one of those things that everybody hates. That's why we struggle with sales. However, if we structure our call to a targeted customer who we know would be interested in our product, and we've also now got our sales script where we know it's only under a couple of sentences and only under a minute, we will feel more confident making that call. There are certain ways to make a cold call. Firstly, pick the time that's suitable to your business. At one time, I was calling schools. Calling schools first thing in the morning when teachers are busy getting their kids into school is not a good time to call them. So knowing your area of business and knowing when is a good time to call is also part of your research. Cold calling needn't be difficult. We've now got the script that we used before. We now have an idea who we're going to speak to. Make the call as if you are introducing something to your friend. If you think you're talking to a friend, your voice would sound so different to if you are just talking to a prospect. Okay. Just one note about cold calling. Getting information from prospects, be it an email or a name or contact, you have to be responsible with that information under the GDPR Act, which is all about data protection. So if you make a call and someone is happy to give you their email address or their name, you can contact them for that purpose. You are not able to put them in your sales list, in your marketing list, without expressed interest. I would check a lawyer for this to be specific in how you conduct your business. However, this is the reason why sales calls are important, because you have actually spoken to a person, and for a person to express interest, they will give you their email. Okay, so this is something you need to check for yourself in your business and have GDPR in place. Okay, so here we come to networking. When I say networking, a lot of people will start to cringe and feel really awkward. What do I say? Supposing I sound awful. I don't know if I'm being too pushy. There are so many different thoughts that go through our head when we're actually networking. I'd say the best thing is introduce yourself. By now, you'll have a little script about what your business is about, who you're about. People buy from people. If you are quick to talk about a business and people don't know about you, then that's where we can really polish up our skills, polish up about how to speak in front of people that we do not know. So in networking, the more we're comfortable talking about ourselves and introducing ourselves and comfortable about talking about product that we've done from the sales script, the more we'll come across really naturally in front of people we do not know. And you can be comfortable talking about your business in any situation. Another part of networking is always be ready. Either have business cards, flyers, anything to a business that you can leave with someone. I remember going to a hotel school in Switzerland many years ago, and we had a really amazing professor, and he said to me, "Oh, even when you're on a beach, make sure you have business cards on you. When you are suntanning on a beach or on holiday, guess who else is suntanning on holiday too? CEOs of companies, directors, all kinds of people. You never know who you'll meet at any given place. So always be prepared." Please pause here for a little activity to do with networking. Firstly, find some activities near you to do with business networking or anything related to your field. Number 2, think of some icebreakers. What drew you to this event today? Who do you know in this event? How did you hear about this event? Where did you come from? How was your journey like? Different conversations like that are icebreakers that introduce yourself and find out a bit more about people. The third thing I'd like you to do is just come away with 2 or 3 connections that you feel, I could potentially talk to them at a later date about something I'm offering, and it's been a really comfortable conversation. CRM. This means customer relationship management. This is a system that you can use to log down calls that you have made and to make notes about who you spoke to at what time and when to follow up. When you've made lots of sales calls every week, it becomes very hard to track who you had the conversation with who. To begin with, as a business owner, instead of using big CRM packages, having an Excel sheet is a really good start. So having your name of the contact that you want to speak to, having a place for the address, the website, and also a column for notes you're going to make on your call, and having a column for the phone number is enough to start a sales list. Often people have different departments in a sales call. So this initial call is all about finding out about the company. If I was making a call about Waggy Tail Treats, I was calling a big group of vets, I would probably find out which is the main head office. That's a good start. And who is the best person to speak to? Often, if you come away with a name and an email, that's a really good start to put in your CRM to log under that prospect. Homework. So this is homework for Module 2. That list of 20 leads that you have made in Module 1, I would like you to make some calls. Call up those leads, and what I'd like you to come away with is ideally a name, ideally an email. At times, you may not get those details because often businesses will have a no-name policy, which is absolutely fine. So if they have that situation, you can say, how can I address the buyer? Who is the best person to contact in my email or in my correspondence? And often they will say, please, can you send it to buying team? And if they say that, you address your email to buying team. It's absolutely fine. It will get to the right person. Another part of this homework is to actually go to at least one networking event. The reason why networking events are important in terms of sales development is we get a chance to practice in front of real life people to talk about our product. The more we talk about our product, we also can get feedback from people. When people start asking us questions about our business, and we often at times don't know what to say, this is a good time to polish our act, as it were, so that we can be sharp in terms of how we put our business across and how we come across.